Very low. Okay, together.
Could we please stop?
Okay, together.
As Amara's been saying for like the past 30 seconds.
Real, I agree.
Anyhow, and this is episode 6. Welcome back to the AWS Show. Episode 6. Why you put 5 and then maybe one after? Alright, episode 6. Firstly, we want to really thank you all for the engagement you all gave with that Instagram and that episode with Dr. Puzzle. It was heartwarming. I don't know, Mike Mr. can say how they feel.
I agree. But all you need to follow, comment.
No, we got a good bit of
Subscribe.
for subscribers. We got 5 extra subscribers.
No,
and
we got 10
extra subscribers. And I think we got
It
subscribers.
could have been and it was 200 views.
yeah.
Well, then it could have been more.
I think and we got
On YouTube though.
on YouTube.
So that was the
because-
highest video ever.
Nah,
Okay.
the first video was high.
No.
It was 2 something else.
This is the first ever video that we got over 200.
No, the first episode is about 2. I don't even want to check it right
Check
now.
it.
Okay. Just because. Okay,
You
we're
see, I just be saying the right stuff, and then will just be coming on my
Why
case
you
and
getting
trying to
so
make me look
hyper?
like crazy. Because I just trying to look like
Why are you getting
crazy.
so hyper though?
what is this? What number is that? Are you seeing?
And what is it?
What number is the
What?
first video? You said that was the only video. The way I'm trying to say.
I said
What are you
that
gonna try
was
to
the
say?
only video.
That got over 200, and I told you that is not the only video
Whatever.
that got over 200.
Whatever.
See, you wrong. Just like the talk,
Whatever.
just like the yap. I don't know why it doesn't feel like you can't be
You know
wrong
why you're going on
sometimes.
so hyper?
How you feeling now?
Just
How you
start-
feeling?
just start
How you
the video.
feeling? Anyhow, yes, guys, welcome.
Well,
back.
that is the most liked video. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, no, you're changing it. But if I see this real change it over these episodes.
Just
Always boiling
the
now.
episode.
The episode has begun. What are you talking about?
Let's go.
But yes, and even on the Instagram, we got over 4,000 views,
Yes.
100 and something
Yes.
45 shares, over 30 something comments.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
boys,
it's going up, it's going up,
So it's going up. Anyhow, what are we talking about today?
What do you
You
do?
tell
What are we
me.
talking about? Okay, so today, guys, would be more of a chill episode. We'll be talking about current events that is going on, so personal events, lifestyle events, world events, political events, social events.
That's all.
You know?
A lot of events.
Yeah, just events.
Okay.
Events.
Over it. I just wish work could just
Look at it.
I say I'm so over it. So
You're over.
I wish you work could just be refreshed or something.
Oh,
I'm
but it's too
really
late for
over
that.
it.
Well, I mean, God's supposed to come just now.
Just now.
When the trumpet started blowing in the sky, it's like that he began and again.
What do you need coming just now?
Because we've been saying that for centuries now. Jesus.
I'm not funny. A little laugh.
No, I'm not laughing.
That's not crazy.
No, but
Okay,
That is very crazy.
No, but
Like you don't believe it anymore.
no, I never said that. I just did.
Yeah, we are saying explain yourself.
No, it's like we've been saying that for a long time. Jesus might come soon.
Well, no man know the hour.
Right.
You know, so
I agree.
he come when we least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Tiffany night. No? Yeah. What if I find people making real babies in society?
No.
Oh, you think so?
Nah. I feel
I like.
I
Yes,
like
I agree.
I feel like it have a very high baby fever.
no.
Or people just bully
No.
unprotected.
Yeah, I feel like it have a very high baby fever. Why is it no?
Because our elderly, our senior population is more than the amount of persons who actually get.
Yeah, but
True.
I've been seeing a lot of women pregnant.
Like between last year into this year, okay, let me say the start of this year. I mean, we have at least 3 or 4 friends that got pregnant.
Not 3 or 4 friends.
Friends.
I know friends,
Friends.
but yeah, that's so
People I know.
Yeah, that's so same. That's crazy.
No, but just last year.
And I'm talking
last year.
about our age 21, 22, 23.
I think it's just I think it's last year. Yeah, my sister was telling me that she have a friend that go in her school. And apparently the friend got pregnant and she was like 13, 14.
That's crazy.
I think I saw somewhere SCA child wrote SCA while being pregnant.
Yeah. Like that is ghetto.
No.
No,
Circumstance. You don't know
what
the whole
happened?
story. You don't know if she was raped and I was she pregnant.
Right.
You
The
don't
entire
know anything.
situation is
So
ghetto.
what do you mean it's ghetto?
People interfering
know
with
how
little
old
children
You
and
know how
interfere
old she
and
is?
having sex with them is very ghetto to me.
You know,
Why you
the
say
girl who wrote
ghetto?
It's
Essie.
ghetto.
I know how good people in the ghetto.
I know what
There's
he's
two
saying,
different
but
things.
I was trying to understand why he
It
didn't ghetto.
It's bad.
It's bad, it's terrible. Yes, it's terrible. Use that.
No, but oh gosh, that's how we just talk. Like, you know, like that's so ghetto. People
You.
in society.
We had this
I don't know how
conversation
we-
last week. He keeps saying we and people.
No, we.
When that is his perspective.
No, it's us. It's us. I'm not fighting on
Dr. Pons,
this.
the last episode I was like, who's we? Like,
Who's
who's we?
exactly?
Us, we, all of us. Whatever. That's
But y'all can see you're having a child, like, no? Or like,
No.
No.
Yes?
I already have a godson.
Listen, I know, like, geez.
I already have a godson. I don't need any more children.
So when
I never got son and got daughter.
when you plan on having children?
I don't even think I
6
want
7
children, to
years.
be honest.
Give me 6 to 7 more years.
That's like 29, 30.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't even think I want children.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, people have always told me that I might be a strict parent. I don't really believe that. I feel as though I'll be like a very, lenient parent.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't know. A child like that is a whole human being. And that is it takes a lot to raise a child. Financial. And you see people, especially adults, a lot of adults don't have the mental capacity to have a child.
And to deal with children.
And to deal with children.
Exactly.
Because some people want to beat the child.
Me who don't have a child, just deal with children better than people who went in the hospital and gave birth to
Exactly, because some
I
people
know
want
that
corporal punishment for the children, some people want to beat the children, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But we're not going in. It's a corporal punishment.
No, we don't.
No, I'm just giving an example.
Well,
Some people just support corporal punishment for
little
children.
things is just
And,
little things is trigger that they always want to lash at child.
Exactly.
No.
Like, why your unresolved trauma coming out on your child?
But I don't know. I feel like the government really has some new water. I want to have a child.
You want to have a child?
Yeah.
You want to have
Maybe
a
not
child?
now, but maybe like next 5 years.
I really want to have a child.
Well,
I think
five
I'm
years
good with
not
being an
long.
uncle, and I'll be good. The rich uncle, and
Good job. I would like 4 children.
that is crazy.
4
4
children.
children.
Don't ask me that now.
Yes, whatever. At the
Me
time,
no.
you don't know. So I never like plan out your life and dream.
I don't. But you saying 4 children?
4 children is too
4 is
much.
good. Okay, 2 boys, 2 girls.
That's too much.
There's
One
space
set of
out,
twins.
you know.
Like, I don't know, you're
Listen,
saying having 4
there's
children in
space
this
out.
economy
No
is like
space.
having 6 children back then.
Be crazy because if it's 4 children, I need to have them 3 and 4 years apart. I cannot
You don't
have
want to be
I cannot
pushing
have
it
a
out.
toddler home. I cannot have a 1-year-old
Mm.
and in the hospital giving birth to an next child. No.
Well,
No.
if the bedroom
At
busy,
least-
the bedroom busy.
At least 1 in preschool, you're giving birth to 1. But you see that 1 home with you and then you're bringing home an next child. Oh God, that
Well,
pressure.
I did what if
Because you know toddlers, when they reach terrible 1, terrible 2.
Mm. But if you like that lifestyle, you like that
I
lifestyle.
really like children.
I mean, I like children, but not to have them.
Says the one who say, let's for them.
I know corporal
I'm not
punishment,
saying-
you know.
I don't think. That's why he could deal with 4.
And my team that would be for like 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is
2 to 4?
good. Yeah. 4 is the most, 2 is the least.
The exam to
I want a big family.
Congratulations. That'd be nice.
So if you don't watch it, everything you're gonna adopt a child. Like let's say you see a child and you're financially capable to help. Why not?
If I have,
You will contribute
if I
you will
have,
contribute to the home in general.
if I have godchildren, there will be no need for me to have a child. That's like my perspective. I don't know if Wally probably share that same view, but I just feel as though I will already have kids to take care of in a sense.
But not really your own.
I don't care about that. Like, you know, I know that.
Don't carry any legacy.
What legacy? Some legacies don't need to continue. I'm sorry.
So if you make your name big and that kind of thing, you don't want somebody to carry it on.
I mean, I understand when people say that the name isn't so important and yada yada, but it's like the gospel truth is some names will just die out because it's not important. I mean, we all have a time, we all have an expiration date, as I was saying yesterday. We all have an expiration date, and some people just will not become anything, amount to anything. And that's just facts.
You know,
That's true.
I mean, look how much purpose grave it have. Purpose grave is like people that
Purpose
actually,
grave?
that people that never got like a marked grave.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just dead and buried. And because like they can't identify them or anything like that, they just give them like a normal burial. But that purpose grave.
I think so.
So in half, that's right.
No,
You
what do
would
you
never
mean
try?
second
You would never like, yeah, why not?
I don't know. I don't think
I mean, I think it just have a lot to consider
True, no, that's
because
true.
I know I would go off the fact that I don't mind making donations and so forth and so forth. But when it comes to actually adopting a child,
I
that's
don't know.
something you have to sit down and think through and plan.
I think for women especially, adopting a child would only come into their mind is that if they can't have a child of their
Now I
own.
know what I say. My wife
You know?
can't make kids, then probably
So you really want a child?
yeah. Need to have children.
You need to have children. Why need to have children?
I like family.
Okay.
I'm family oriented.
Go forth and multiply.
I was not thinking the same thing.
Well,
Biblical.
Like Abraham. Gotta have like 12 children.
You're overdoing it.
So Nick
Calm
and them
down.
is good.
This is
Calm
not
down.
talking. Yeah, but they have money.
But look at Nick and we have like
Yeah, but you have money.
Money to mind all.
I might have the money. That is one thing I always say. If you have the money to mind the children, why not?
And even though you have the money to mind them, that doesn't negate the fact that they wouldn't be able to be available for all of them.
Yeah, and they buy one woman, so they will all be in the same house.
Oh.
Really
You gotta find a woman that will want to be
You want to tie out your wife.
Let's tie oh,
You just want it to. Anyway, you just
That rampant shop.
you just want it to be beat.
Oh God, that is so weak.
I'm sure it's how women out here that actually want to have plenty of children.
They do be having plenty children, but not because they plan it.
Making sense.
And that is how society is. I like how things happen, and you're liking the elections.
Right now, I
Susan so want to move on from that baby
I'm
talk.
done.
Yes, I know God.
I'm
Conflicted.
conflicted.
Why was it conflicted?
I don't know who to
Our
vote for.
lecturer, by the way,
Huh.
John Jeremy.
Hey,
SC.
why you
Cross
calling
the
me
floor.
my name?
No, because
It's
a
public.
domain.
It's
Yeah,
public.
that's crazy.
It is
He
public.
shocked the entire LLB class.
I didn't expect that one. I really didn't expect that one.
Really?
And I mean, sitting down right in front with her.
And great is the UNC.
She holding up vote for
The
change.
code is. What the code is, Amaris?
You see why we're yellow here, nah?
Oh God. I need to find a little patch right here. Code is yellow. Huh? You know, I find it's very disrespectful to somebody to just ask me who I voted for. Like, why are they minding my business? That's
It's
my
how it seems. You try to
constitutional
threaten
right.
me all kind of thing while you're like,
No, because
"Oh,
you
tell
threatened
people
me
you support
first.
in the UNC, you know, like, how you
No, because
do
you threatened
that?
me first. So
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You said yellow is the code.
All right.
You said it.
And I was joking.
Oh, you're joking.
So what's wrong with UNC?
Oh.
Nothing wrong with UNC.
That is
If
a
you want to
part-
support if you want to support the, if you want to support the Yellow Party,
Right.
I love my camps. By the end of the day, there are things that she did that was detrimental
Right
to the
is
country.
right.
You know,
Things are the change.
like the mother of the nation,
Things are the change.
Mother the nation. You wanna go so far?
like the mother of the nation.
But according to Susan, high official,
Uh-huh.
UNC is the change that the way to go.
Of course.
Apparently,
Why
the
are
party.
you promoting?
No. No, I am talking about what people say.
That's what the people
According to
say.
the high officials, right? Right? According to the high officials.
Well, you need to state
The
names
red-
and
nah,
names.
nah, we
You
said
need
no
to
names.
state names.
And I'll
Because
call one.
He called one.
well, he
I
called
speaking
one.
about that same high
If it
official.
is in public.
Yeah. So that's
Especially
it.
public
Ron
information.
Alexander, the senior superintendent, former senior superintendent.
Former.
You know?
So
yeah,
that-
what's the code?
That same high official.
And well, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, Loki. I don't know how true this is, but there are some persons who were rejected by one party, and they just decided to go with the next party. Just saying.
Well,
The thing is that
everybody
happened.
need a home, you know.
The thing is that happened years ago. So
Mhm.
I don't know if that had. It probably had a part to play with it.
It always have a part to
But
play in it. That's like
It happened.
that's like
years ago.
a female rejecting Wesley. Wesley, when you take the rejection real hard, some people take rejection real hard. And if you take the rejection so hard, that tries and to find another. That was just an example.
I get real confused.
No, that was just an example. Some people take the rejection real
Too hard.
Too hard, and when they get a rejection, it's like, wait, boy, I need to move on quick.
But some people can't.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Some people can't move on quick.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. So it's like,
Back to the politics. So as we were saying, that high official decided, I see how people forget what I was going to
The high official.
That high official, right? He was like, UNC's change. He said, vote, don't look at the race, but vote for the change. He said, apparently the Red Party has led us into crisis, right? So we had to vote for UNC.
but my thing is though, what do they think about the other political parties? Because they actually feel like they have a chance?
No.
Not
It
even
had-
Patriotic Front.
That's TPP,
I don't know
Tobago
if
People's Party.
PEP joined with UNC.
Right. No, so we
MTA,
focusing.
I think joined with UNC.
No,
They
NTA is.
They're still
Like
separate.
Gary.
Like Gary, he's still separate. Or he's still
Well, he's still separate. I feel like I'm falling out because at one moment, the
Yeah,
time he was
yeah,
holding
yeah,
up the
yeah,
hand,
yeah.
all buddy.
They have a
alliance,
alliance,
yeah.
Yeah.
But the parties I've been looking out for is the APP. Kizel Party.
Yeah, I feel like Patriotic Front does have something to say.
Yeah, but I feel as though Patriotic Front, I feel it was very unstrategic for them to run for all constituencies because it's like, oh, you know,
That is,
Michaela Band.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you now start off, like, focus on certain seats, like the marginal seats. Because that's where people often have swing votes. They might go UNC, they might go PNM. So if you had start off and put candidates in the marginal seats, they could have focus instead of having to.
And then in the
focus on
next
whole
5
country.
years, you come back. And
Exactly. With a stronger plan.
That makes sense. You see, these big parties, they have like a serious struggle in the community.
Exactly.
Like my community, they have been voting PNM for years.
Mhm.
I don't think we ever had a UNC.
Red and ready.
But then again,
Right
we don't
to
know
the
how
dead.
long these people was planning, how long PF was planning, how long TPP was planning, how long PDP was planning. What's this next one with this PEP? Oh my gosh. Listen, guys, people out there, and have some people in this society who should never be political leaders. I'm sorry.
Alexander.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying. Just have some people who cannot be
So-
political
so
leaders.
why-
I mean, what you're saying.
Kizel.
No, she called PEP.
No.
PEP she called.
So yeah, but I love Kizel. I think Kizel is the next prime minister.
I think
I like
political
what you said.
politics, like, it's too much of a joke thing, boy. Like, this is serious
Yes, it is a
matters.
joke.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for who it offends, but they just have some people who cannot be Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago.
So why Kizel can't
That's
be prime
plain
minister?
talk.
Why
Are you
Kizel
trying
can't?
to push you?
No, because I like Kizel. That is
What
my-
you like? What you like about her?
I like how strong she is.
Strong.
I like how woman empowered she is.
Strong in which way?
Strong in terms of she want to lead the country. She want to get us out of the trenches. She want to stop this constant ideology that, you know, the PNM is the only party for the country of people and trying to make, you know?
Mhm.
It's like Kizel is so, it's like she red and ready. Even
My only thing is do thing with sense. And you can't, once you put yourself out there to be a political leader, to be the leader of a party, it have certain things that should not be said for the public to hear.
Understand.
You know how much craziness I hear from certain political leaders?
I love it. But you know,
About 9 o'clock in the morning.
No,
And
you need to
oh,
have
I
a
don't
level
want to
of
say
decorum.
No,
I
but
don't want
okay,
to say
and
the other one
perfect-
because
and-
it's so like
okay,
no.
but let's be honest. All of our politicians, right down to the ground, doesn't matter PNM, UNC, APP, whatever the case is, all of them have despicable behavior.
controversial and
Not
said
controversial. They are very
stuff.
they have despicable behavior. I'm not sure if you all know, I wonder if I can call her name. Yeah, call her name. You all know who's
Yeah.
You'll ever see how she just behave?
What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean?
Or you don't know?
Say it.
Nah, I don't know.
No, well, we wanted to
You'll ever see how
educate
she
us.
ever act on a political platform?
No. Oh,
Well, give us an
She's
example.
very, how to say?
Loud?
okay. What
She's
are something
very
she
loud.
did? What she did in public?
No, well, it's like the way how she acts and
But
the way how
if-
she speaks about political other political entities
Uh-huh.
is very distasteful, number one. And how her decorum and her attitude and behavior is very distasteful. I have read a lot of comments.
But give us an example. Something
you can
recent.
remember.
Recent.
Well, I just give all the general stuff because
No, but you want something recent. Because as we
Do
know,
you remember?
no, but it's not that you can literally just go up online and just
he
see
wanna send
literally
me
on any sort of
online.
political platform and see Senator.
No, you believe that her actions.
Yeah, it's very distasteful. Her behavior and her attitude is very distasteful.
I mean, I agree, and that is why I say it have some persons in the political arena that just shouldn't be prime minister, that just shouldn't be the leader of a political party.
Nah, this is the first time I see elections so like out of pocket.
Yeah,
Where
but
were you
they
on
take it to
Maybe
the
I wasn't.
extreme.
I think it's because I wasn't like
Where were you on it?
noticing certain
No,
things. But
Stevenson, you had I agree. They're
all
taking it to
over.
the extreme. Can remember in 2020 we were still dealing with COVID as
Yeah,
well.
but 2020 was real dread.
But this one,
No, we understand
The
that.
black man over there.
That's why I probably wasn't paying attention. But
No, we understand
Sunlight
that.
will kill
But
COVID.
this But this time it's more brutal, boy.
Climate punch will kill COVID. Like what? That was 2020. That was 2020 elections. It was the funniest election, seriously.
It was the funniest, but this one is the nastiest.
I agree.
No, but like some people like y'all political leaders out there, political parties, y'all need decorum in check now. Balance it out.
I agree to a certain extent.
talking about political leaders, I understand what they say. They have certain leaders that are not supposed to be leaders. Let's move on to like US now. And what's going on? World event, global events. You understand the answers are good. Okay, one of the most recent things where he deported like about 10 individuals that were claimed to be terrorists. And apparently out of one of those 10, one was not a terrorist and he was deported wrongfully. And now he's in what state?
El
El
Salvador.
Salvador, and
right.
he's in a CCUT.
He is now.
CCUT. So that CCUT is like an industrial prison. That is where they're being kept.
He's in a terrorism detention center.
CCUT.
Okay, let me explain it simple because I didn't even know what was CCUT.
Yeah, it's like an industrial prison.
Okay, and if you like know about these prisons in El Salvador, you will know how distasteful and how terrible
Brutal.
it is. It's like
inhumane.
picture, what's it put it?
You ever saw a concentration camp before? It's like something like that.
It's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Like even though I'm a major supporter of
Death penalty.
not that.
I was-
I mean, yes, I am a supporter of
Tribal
that,
leader.
but it's like I don't like
he's
well,
Authoritarian.
yeah.
Authoritarian.
Authoritarian leader, yeah.
I agree.
Bad.
Now, mind you, he would have taken the. No, you have to understand the context. El Salvador was one of like the most crime-ridden countries in the world. They were like 5th or 6th in the ranking when it comes to murders worldwide, and he took that country from that position to like one of the safest countries in the world. You know, but the way in which he's doing it is very concerning because all those persons being kept in that prison. I think in one prison cell they have like about 80 people. And they have to share like about two toilets in the prison itself, in the prison area. So you could only imagine the amount of human rights violations and not getting to go outside, not getting to, move about freely, not getting to use sanitation products and all these different things.
At that rate, you might as well utilize the death penalty.
Exactly.
It's sung in no. Y'all, it's sung in mean, but you're gonna let humans stay there and suffer because there's a high possibility that they won't be released.
Right. And I agree with that, but you see, because it's a terrorist camp, it's like I can understand.
That is why they have their kind of measures.
You know, but my problem is, especially with that person, his name was Al something. I forget his name as well.
He was originally from El Salvador.
But what they claim, the US government is claiming, is that he was a part of a terrorist gang called M13. Right? So on that basis is why they quoted him. And well, they had a press conference, I think, like earlier in the week. And the El Salvadorian president said that he is not sending him back to the United States. Even though there was a court case in the Supreme Court that basically said that the United States had to facilitate his return back to.
And they wrongfully sent him.
Yeah, because there was no due process or anything like that.
I don't think he's not coming back. Or why is the president?
No,
I think something because why would you not send him back?
Why would you not send him back?
President Bukele, whatever his name is, he was like, what he said, what?
Why
should I send him back? Why would I return like a terrorist? He was like so sarcastic. He was like, should I smuggle him back into the country? Like, what you want me to do?
It's like they're taking people's lives for joke.
Yeah.
And if you watch how they were manhandling the man when they was kind of into the prison,
and they shaved their heads and all that.
I really don't think he alive.
People who vote for Trump come to the front. Come to the front. They for the international people. Come to the front. Something wrong with all you mentally.
Literally.
No, it's crazy.
Something wrong with all you
mentally. You're seeing this trade war. It's like just this morning I read that the United States put like 245% tariffs on China. 245%, like what?
And look, they're saying Trump's trade war with China will hit the American farmers who even voted him. So you voted him and now
you voted him. That's what I'm saying. So you come to the front and realize what you do.
No, I think the conservatives going to realize, a lot of them, that they made a very, very difficult decision, a very, very bad decision, and they'll have to suffer with it for the next 4 years.
Like you see, former President Obama, he even called them out because of the Harvard situation. I mean, I think they were like striking and stuff.
And Harvard is a private institution. Why are you going to a private institution?
But it is
one of the best college in the world.
And he stopped the funds.
One of the best college in the world. You going to them and telling them who to accept and who to fire and who to hire. Are you mad?
No, and this is why he just gives so much authoritarian advice. And it's like, it is scary to the people who are supporting this man still through and through. Because you are literally seeing this man trying to take control over different institutions in society. And that alone should tell you how much authority he feels as though he has. Because imagine if this man, he feels as though he can override the court system. Just because he have executive powers.
Exactly. Be so for real. The judicial system is an independent system.
Exactly. So
they give him this power.
Who's they?
Who's they?
Well, their whole system, the way they set up their system is very hard to even remove him as a president.
Yeah.
They gave him so much power. Now he has so much at his disposal. He can do what he wants.
That is true.
And he is doing what he wants because he know he will not be convicted of anything. It's madness.
Yep.
And they just sent a senator into El Salvador to actually try to push to get back this man because I think they really thinking about because that really went against major constitutional law.
Yeah.
Major.
Because even in the court they were saying is that the judge wanted not update as to what is his situation in El Salvador.
I just hope this man who was wrongfully accused, I just hope all you mind him and his family know, all you mind his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren, his great-great-grandchildren. Because
if he is alive, he needs to sue or his family. Well, I think his family should be able to sue on his behalf.
I know what's so funny is that I read something about like in 2021, they was basically trying to how to justify what the government did now. They said his wife would have filed some sort of domestic violence dispute against him. So they were trying to use that as to paint the picture that he is a bad man. And it's very unfair because his wife is saying, that was something long ago, and she wants her husband back. So
they need to sue.
They probably went to therapy, and at that time we had everything we're talking about, we had a frame. Well, depending on the year, we had a frame after COVID-19. Because during COVID-19, they actually saw an increase of domestic violence. Because you remember everybody home, everybody together, in each other's face constantly. Right? That is not an excuse for domestic violence. I just putting it out there. I just showing the facts.
Exactly. Yeah.
I thought Trump was gonna stop the Ukrainian war. You see, the Russians put up a
All this
strike
man?
on Ukraine. I think it was they had like a Palm Sunday service in a church, and they actually strike the church
Okay.
and killed good bits of people.
Trump been helping no situation. And
More than
for
30 people, including children, died.
Wow.
a country that has so much power, he not helping. He adding.
You know what's so interesting is that the US is just slowly annexing themselves from the rest of the world. You know? They're just putting themselves in a little box because they want to make everything US, like their own products and all these different things made in America. Half of the stuff in the United States is made in China. And that's why they put this tariff. That tariff that the United States put on China is going to hurt a lot of different industries.
Correct.
Because I think I was even seeing like precious metals and all these different sort of things that is used for these little phones that we have made in China. That is going to go up. The price of it's going to skyrocket.
You didn't see Trump even trying to prevent persons from having American citizens from having relations with Chinese.
Oh yeah,
With
I've
Chinese
seen that.
people, like what?
Yeah.
So now you're trying to control people's romantic relations? Be so for real.
That is very, very sad. But
And disgusting.
I am not a United States citizen, so
Yeah, thank God for that. Thank God for that.
You know, it just making other countries way more attractive to go and travel
Yeah.
to. You know?
Lord hear me when I say thank God for putting me in a region such as the Caribbean. Because you see,
Amen to being in a third world country.
That's my really even.
I just happy as not US citizen. Sorry. Yeah. Because
We're good.
What we gonna do?
We'll be good.
What we gonna do?
but anyways, at the US, I didn't wanna talk about him anymore. Because like he's just so every time I hear his name, that's how I just feel. I just feel to throw up. Like you for real?
Up to now, you didn't probably say his name like.
Yeah, boy. No, I just get it feeling.
Nah, it's really a lot. It's really a lot. Well, now we have exams. There's a next current event that is going on. Exams in like a week or less.
It's less than a week. It's less than a
Some
week.
Like
days.
6 days. You're
Less than that.
ready. You're ready. You're getting through. We're gonna.
Honestly, I have little to no motivation to study. Like no, it's like exams is just gonna be 3 weeks. And it's like those 3 weeks are going to 5 plus because you know we have 2 in 1 week, 2 the next week, and then 1 in another week. You know, but it's like I'm dreading exams. I dread it. I don't care for it. And it's like I just want to be over. I just want to be done.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to be done. I mean, I don't really have the motivation to study, but I need to get it done.
Yeah.
It's like just get the studying done. You don't read so far already. You need to push yourself and you need to finish strong.
Yeah.
And that's where I get the motivation from. Like you read so far. Finish your thing. Finish.
I just want to hug. And that's somebody
Same,
tell me that everything will be
same.
alright.
Same.
So I can get like a little motivation. Because it's bad. It's real bad. It's like I study
Yeah,
that's
same.
what
The
I'm
struggle
not
is
studying.
real.
It's like I feel like I'm getting the information, but the information not sticking. I don't know.
And
how
that's
to
something
express.
hard.
It's because you really have no motivation. If you understand what I say, it's like you see the finish line, but
I
like
don't
the
even see
finish.
the finish.
You
It's
know,
like,
finish like
it's like I just
so
know I
far.
know the finish
It's
line
like
there.
it's there, but you
Yeah.
don't know how you're reaching it.
It's
Exactly.
like one
You're
step at a time.
fighting to reach it. But you can,
It's like a newborn baby trying to walk.
at this point, I'm not just studying that exams finishing. I mean, we have life after exams, and it's just the stress of what next.
Stress of what next?
What next? What do you after?
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
Get money. You don't have no stress in
I
that.
want- Yeah, and I want to do my master's.
Life
Not
is
September
serious.
though. September though. I mean, honest, like
I'm not seeing that next textbook until 2 years from now.
2 years,
I
2
can't
years.
really-
I mean, I'm thinking the 2 years, but now I'm thinking 1 year. But I think I
Well-
should stick to taking the 2
No,
years.
one
So-
is enough. One is enough.
Yeah,
Don't be
that's
too long. When you touch money,
Not
that-
really, you know.
Oh,
Not
I'm
really, you know.
tired.
Because I want my master's.
I am
need to
tired.
get my master's.
Like school has been beating me since
Forever.
5 years old.
You almost-
And
Forever.
rest.
Since 5? Since like 2.5.
That is true. And I come to them days because it's like that's
No,
like-
I come to them days. Because I used to cry to go to preschool. I have pictures of me crying.
that's getting-
You never try when you get dropped off of preschool.
Yes, I did, but it's
Wait,
like,
ball on the place.
No, I had a driver, like my mommy tell me like I used to cry so much. So much until she would just leave me for my grandmother to finish see about me. Cause like
Definitely. Time has fly fast. Yesterday I was telling you, just looking back at we was just in year one. These 3 years fly extremely fast. How much things change within those. Laughing. So much things
real things.
change between year one and the year 3. Different people, different vibes, different, you know? We started a podcast. But it's not like we got any podcast.
Oh boy.
So we got any podcast? Yeah, we got any podcast. But yeah, no, we coming down to the end of a era, and I'm
it's kind of
excited.
sad. It really is kind of
No,
sad
it is
because it's
sad.
like, over the 3 years, and that's why, thinking about after exams is like, okay, what next? Because normally we would be prepping ourselves over the summer vacation to go for next too.
Mhm.
So
Now it's
this
like,
year.
I mean, I know what I do,
It's
but
done.
it's still like should I do this? Should I not?
Mhm.
Because now we're going into more special areas, and
Right.
like, what you do now, I
It
think
ma-
it really matters.
it really matters. Yeah.
It really matters. You gotta stick with what you're doing now. You have no choice.
You don't have to stick to what you're doing because I was watching this. person. No, I was watching this woman online, right? At first, she would have done sciences, go to university to study to be an astronaut, whatever. It so happened that she ended up being raped, and she actually had a switching career, starting up a whole foundation. I think bringing a bill to the parliament and so forth. And then when obviously she not finished with that completely, but she went back and fulfilled her dreams of flying to outer space. So it's not like you gotta stick to something. It's just that it matters.
I think I could go back in school after. Imagine I go into Hewlett and finish 2 years. Then come back and do a whole degree because I now realize I really want.
So,
And that is sad.
so if you go to UL for 2 years, you wouldn't like take into consideration doing your master's, your PhD.
No, I'm going to do my master's and my PhD.
That is cool too.
You see, I don't know. I just feel so insecure about when it comes to like all this like further education and stuff like that because it's like every time I go on LinkedIn, I just always be seeing these random people. They have masters, PhD, and you see LinkedIn is just positive. Look at me, I did this. It's like, oh god. I know. Like it's just so depressing, and it's like you watching your qualifications and you watch what you have, and it's like I am worth nothing.
No, you're come on.
No.
In the space of 3-4 weeks, you could officially say I am graduated with a bachelor's. You will have a bachelor's. You might not have the paper, but the certificate. But you will say you have a bachelor's degree. You have come very far.
You need to build
Very
that
far.
confidence in yourself.
I have confidence. I had the confidence enough. I just need the work.
We have come
I just need the work. Once I get the work, the confidence will be still there. But I just want the money.
I remember our young selves coming in. Me with Joshua before we even meet at Mars. Meeting at Mars. We didn't think we'd have be friends at Mars.
Mars is on you.
Mars used to be on trade beat from year one.
We still pay with.
He's aligned with me for like the first month, 2 months, and then that was it.
Yeah,
Gone.
you should dash with everybody
No,
else.
you laugh at but that's all it disappear. Mars disappear. You don't see Mars.
I know the truth. I just be in school, I used to be in school all
Well,
the
you have to
time.
be in
Like,
school.
with
You
other
have to
people.
be in school. How it is going? I tell them like.
You used to be popping into life as we only once in a while.
Yeah, we was here second.
No,
we was here
but I used to go and buy Milan, sit down, eat Milan. Sometimes
talk to
I'll see
everybody.
like Shania, Fiona,
Go and talk to them.
Ariana,
Yep.
Actually.
and
Not
chill.
even pay no mind.
If you no fun,
I know Rob, she know the most of things that used to be going on.
Huh.
Our group and
I'm so glad I wasn't
really
involved
wrong,
at that
Sheila.
moment. Like, honestly, real happy.
Oh God, I don't
That's
know.
pretty happy.
That's pretty good fast.
But not all everyone.
No, well, we going through, how the years was.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
it's
too
very
much.
stressful.
Year 2 was a kind of flash boy. I don't know how to express it.
Yeah.
Year 2 was
Year two was
I'm like a blade.
Yeah, I don't know. Year one was good. Year two was like, I don't know, just went by.
I think so much
Yeah.
things went on in year two.
Yeah.
That
But I feel like year three went by quicker than year two.
yeah, it did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this year
True.
fell short.
Really?
I think this year was our best year.
Really?
Probably year one.
Probably
I-
year
I don't know.
one.
Yeah, what is the best?
Year one.
Year one, semester two, probably.
Yeah.
Because semester one, you're still catching yourself, finding
getting
your
accustomed.
footing, getting accustomed to these long walks in the week. We doing law, but we classes cried over by TLC, cried on by JFK, engineer.
Yeah. I think year one, semester two. I don't know, year one, semester two, and like semester one,
In year two, yeah,
I think that was like the best.
the best period of time.
Year three, it just got better. You know, cause you got to know more people, you get to know more personalities, and all these different sort of things.
And year two was just chill. It was good.
It was chill, but it was also annoying.
Yeah,
Well,
all the
very
administrative
much-
issues
It was
and
sickening.
it was a lot.
I think like the one the stress was this last.
Thank God.
That's a lot.
All I say is thank God them unblock me, you know. Because today was the day. Because tomorrow is a holiday, Monday is a holiday, we have exam Tuesday. Today was the day.
But
But thank God they unblocked me.
my goal was supposed to remove at the end of the day.
Supposed to.
I would have go back to them, oh no, you should check on no and walk back.
I've been checking.
No,
I've
because
been
it's
checking.
crazy and Stevenson paid before they even start the strike, before they start the whole nonsense.
Exactly.
And
Hey,
it's just
know.
a shame.
But guys, this album was good. It was fun sharing it with y'all. I mean, I like how we started our podcast and you know, like close off.
legacy
You know,
or
it's
trend,
good, you know,
well,
exactly.
trend. Gonna watch it.
Oh, sure, watch it.
Watch
Yeah.
it.
But guys, we have to say we are not ending the
Yeah, we are not
podcast.
dying.
You know, we will continue eventually.
This is
So,
not goodbye. This is just
From it's June,
Yeah, I think June we will start. So this
middle
is the last
June, July, no, June,
I
the
think
end of June.
We will let you all know in
Yeah.
the future, but this will be our last episode for the season. We want to wish you all the best in exam.
Mhm.
Wish you all a wonderful vacation. Well, I mean, we will have episodes during vacation.
Yes.
Hopefully.
One or two. That might be like, you know, a little outside episodes. Probably gonna drink a little coffee, something.
Coffee.
Oh gosh, only Starbucks.
But no, definitely. We want to continue. We want to make the show go bigger and better.
We want it biggering and biggering and bigger.
Bigger and better.
We want to
Up
thank
and
you all
up.
for, continuing with us with 2 seasons. I can't believe we actually have 2 seasons already.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We were enjoying
That's
that.
how deaf people shake their hands. No, this is how deaf people samples.
But yes, and with that, good luck, guys, and goodbye.
Best wishes. Yeah, exactly.